Let's go ahead and do a review of Ranktracker. Now, Ranktracker is an all-in-one SEO tool, and it allows you to do things such as keyword tracking, so you're able to keep track of the rankings of your keywords across multiple search engines. You're also able to find and validate topics using their keyword library, and you can also set up SEO checklist and do complete audits to improve your on-page and off-page SEO using this tool. So let's go ahead and do a deep dive into Ranktracker and see how it stacks up against other SEO tools and if it's worth investing in. And before we get into the full review, I want to let you know that you can go ahead and grab a lifetime deal for Ranktracker from AppSumo. So instead of paying monthly, you'd be able to pay one time and get access to Ranktracker and all of its features. Now, the plan is a little bit pricey compared to other lifetime deals. It is $150 for the lifetime plan. Now, they have increased the pricing for this specific deal, but as you can see, for $150, you're able to get 100 daily tracked keywords. So that means you can track up to 100 keywords each day, 10 domains, so this works for multiple websites, 2 competitors per domain, 100 monthly keyword finder lookups, 100 monthly SERP checks, and you'd also be able to audit 1,000 pages monthly, 5,000 backlink rows, 10 reports, and you'll be able to have 2 users on this plan. And these are the regular monthly plans for Ranktracker. So you can get started with the beginner plan for $14 per month. But if you need some more keywords in which you need to track, then you can get the double data, which is $47, or the quad data, which is $87 per month. If you have multiple sites and you'd be using Ranktracker for a long time, then I would suggest that you go ahead and get the AppSumo lifetime deal. Even though it is a little bit more of an investment upfront, you'll be able to save money in the long run. So I'll go ahead and leave a link for the AppSumo Ranktracker deal in the description below this video. I'll also go ahead and leave a link for the regular monthly plans. So once you get a plan for Ranktracker, this is what your dashboard will look like. Now, I actually haven't done anything as yet because I wanted to walk through using this tool while I was creating the video. So let's go ahead and set up our tracking. So this is where you'd be able to enter your domain and select the keywords in which you want to track for that specific domain. So once you go ahead and enter your website in here, you can go ahead and manually enter some keywords in which you would like to track, or what's going to happen is Ranktracker is going to pull up the keywords in which you're currently ranking for, and you can go ahead and just keep an eye on those specific keywords in which you're already ranking for. So again, if you have keywords in which you want to rank for and you want to see where you are within the SERP, then you want to go ahead and enter that here. If not, just go ahead and scroll down and select the keywords in which you would like to keep a track of. So again, you just want to go ahead and go through these keywords and select whichever ones you want to start tracking. And once you've selected your keywords, you want to go ahead and choose the search engine and where you would like to track these keywords. So for instance, I want to track this on Google, desktop, and mobile. Now, I don't really care to track for Google Places, News, Images, Bing, Yahoo, or Yandex. I'm pretty happy just by using desktop and mobile. And just keep in mind that these keywords will all be added into the amount of keywords in which you have for that day. So again, on our plan, we have a limit of 100 words that we can track each day. And then you want to go ahead and select the language in which you are tracking. And again, as you can see, we have 18 keywords here. So if we selected Google Places or Yahoo, mobile, or desktop, then that would also add into the amount of keywords in which we're tracking. So just keep that in mind. You want to only track for the keywords in which you actually care about, and you also want to make sure that you're staying within that limit. So when choosing a plan, it really depends on how big your website is and how many keywords you're trying to rank for. Once you're finished adding your keywords, you want to go ahead and add some competitors. So whatever competitors you think are very close within your niche, you want to go ahead and add that URL into this section. So I've went ahead and found a competitor. Let's go ahead and add that competitor into our rank tracking section here. So as you can see, this is the overview of the keywords in which we're ranking for. So we'd be able to see very clearly where we currently rank for this keyword. And we're also able to see how many rankings we've increased or decreased on. And because we've just went ahead and added this in, we're not going to have all of the data. But once you give this some time, you'd be able to see if you're dropping or rising for a specific keyword. And if you head over to competitors, you'd be able to see how you stack up compared to your competitors for specific keywords. So again, if you have a competitor that's very close within your niche, you can go ahead and track that and compare that to your own website. And if you head over to pages, you can see a breakdown of those specific pages, see exactly where they're positioned on Google, the top keyword for that position, also some traffic and some volume information. So again, this just sort of breaks down the specific keywords. So again, these are some of the keywords in which we entered in the first section, and we can actually see what position that keyword is, the traffic that it's bringing in. And again, you want to make sure that this is on for a long time so that they can actually track what type of traffic is coming through and the volume for that specific. And if you wanted to go ahead and open up that actual page, you can go ahead and click this. And as you can see, we'd be able to see that actual page and the content that's on the page. And on the Discover tab, again, we'd be able to see some more information about this keyword. We can actually see the keyword difficulty now. So that may be a good metric for you to take a look at, for you to understand, how difficult or how easy it would be for you to rank for a specific keyword. And you can also see the cost per click right there as well. And again, we see the organic position and the countries in which that specific keyword is ranking for. And under movement, we'd be able to see specifically the movement of that keyword. So we can see, for instance, for Kajabi pricing, we went from 92 to 46. For Jarvis AI tutorial, we went from 4th to 7th. So you can see the increase or the decrease within those keywords that you're tracking. Now, if we head over to the dashboard, we'd be able to see a nice overview of our website. So we can see that we have a website audit here that's automatically been done, and we have a score of 51 out of 100. So we can see some changes or some recommendations in which we need to make to improve our website's SEO. And just before we go ahead and take a look into this audit, let's quickly take a look at the keyword finder. So this is a keyword research tool that's included in Ranktracker, and you're able to do some top-level keyword research. And when you're searching up using this keyword finder, you can go ahead and change the country. So you probably want to go ahead and stick to the United States. Obviously, if you're in another country, you'd want to go ahead and filter that to whichever country that you're in and go ahead and click search. And when we search up yoga for beginners, we get a lot more information, and that sort of makes sense because this is a more of a broad topic. Again, we can see that we get the KD, the trend, the volume, the CPC, and the PPC. Now, just by taking a look at this specific keyword finder, I do find that there's not a lot of information that's included when compared to other keyword research tools like Ahrefs or SEMrush or even WritersN. There is sort of limited information here. I probably wouldn't recommend this to be your #1 keyword research tool. I think the real magic or the real use of this tool is tracking your keywords and doing some general SEO cleanup. But if you are using this keyword finder tool, then you want to go ahead and use the filters and filter this down so that you're finding more long tail and easier to rank for keywords. Another feature that's included in Ranktracker is the SERP tracker. Now, this will allow you to see search engine results from around the world. So all you need to do is search up a keyword, and you can filter this by country, and it will show you what the front page or the first page of Google looks like for that specific keyword. So instead of manually having to search up this specific keyword on Google and then going through the top ranked blog posts or websites, you can easily go ahead and search it up on the SERP checker, and you'd be able to have a nice snapshot of the first page of Google, so you can see how difficult or how easy it may be for you to sort of infiltrate this first page of Google and rank for this specific keyword. And you'd be able to get a keyword difficulty number between 0 and 100. And for this specific keyword, we can see that it tells us that it's kind of easy for us to rank for. And if we take a look at what the SERP results will look like, we can see the results that rank above the fold. We can also see the percentage of views or clicks that people get for this specific keyword. So if you're in the top 3 positions of Google, you are going to get the most clicks. That's sort of common knowledge. We can see that the first listing gets 28.04% views or clicks, and the second listing gets 16%. So that's some nice metrics that you can take a look at to really understand the competition level for a specific keyword. And you can also go ahead and take a look at their domain authority, the page authority. These metrics will be very important when really trying to feel out different websites to see if your website with your current domain authority can actually rank on the first page for this specific keyword. So if you're thinking about writing on a specific topic or a specific keyword, you can go ahead and do some competitive research and see if it's worthwhile and if it's possible for you to outrank some of these top ranked websites for that keyword. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the audit that was done by Ranktracker. So again, as we can see, we have a score of 51 out of 100. We barely passed. So let's go ahead and see what improvements need to be done. Firstly, you'll be able to see an overview. So we have 29 important fixes that need to be done, 6 semi-important fixes, and it shows us the amount of crawl pages and the past checks. So if we scroll down, we'll be able to see the important fixes that need to be made for our health check. So it's telling us that some of our URLs may be harder for people to read. So we want to go ahead and change those URLs so that's easier to read. The only issue that I have here is that it hasn't actually told us which URLs they are. It's just sort of telling us that we have to go out and check our URLs to make sure that there's no bugs or no issues in reading them. Now, if we scroll down again, we can see another important fix, which is a custom 404 page. So again, we have to go ahead and do that. And if we scroll down on page analysis, we'll see that we have 2 pages with placeholder text. And if we go to details, we'll actually be able to see where that text is and how we can go ahead and make that change. So I like that we can actually go ahead and take a look at that and make those changes. And if we scroll down to the meta analysis, we can see that there's 10 pages with titles too long, 6 pages with missing or empty descriptions. And again, you can go ahead and click that and see those actual pages and go ahead and make the change right there and then. So very useful tool. And again, if you scroll down to content analysis, you'll see 4 pages with no H1 tag. That's pretty important. So again, you want to go ahead and check out those pages. If it's not one of your main pages, then no big deal there. But if it is one of your main pages, you want to go ahead and make those changes and just continue going down and seeing what changes need to be made and trying your best to get all of those things done so that there's no reason why you shouldn't be ranking for any of your keywords on Google. You want to make sure that your on-page SEO is on point and also your off-page SEO as well. And the last feature in which we'll be taking a look at is the SEO checklist. Now, this is really useful if you want a list in which you can follow to make sure that you're not missing out on any steps and you're making sure that you're doing everything that's needed to improve your on-page and off-page SEO. So it takes you through the full process of setting up, researching the right keywords, on-page SEO optimization, content strategy, off-page SEO optimization, and social media. So this is really, really good and a really awesome checklist. If you're not very well versed in SEO, you can just go ahead and follow these steps and you'll be confident that your website is optimized and ready to rank on Google. Overall, I think Ranktracker is a very good all-in-one SEO tool. There's a lot of really powerful and really useful features included. I'll go ahead and leave a link for the regular monthly plan and the AppSumo lifetime deal in the description below this video. If you like this video, then give us a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos in the near future. Until next time, stay well.